right, so SNM Clan, Sweet Guluva is on the chopping block because he's admiring another woman.
Yeah.
And well, it's crazy, Sharp.
Yeah.
You know, there's this saying, that comes up, when they say, men will definitely stain your whites.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean, the angle this is going, that is what people are, perceiving. That's what they feel. Like, almost everything, Sweet Guluva doesn't want to, just be in order. He doesn't want to be this kind of person. He wants to, switch or deviate or derail stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So because, he was admiring a certain lady, gym instructor that does, probably that yoga or whatever, saying how beautiful.
They
I mean, you know when you admire someone someone like so dreamy.
You didn't even fully at the end of the day, she said that she's the type of person that when you go close to her, you know that you see that she has these toxic traits.
Yeah, toxic traits, right? But for what is happening, it's people see that as more of I would say something, I'll back it up with something negative just to floor or push away what I've said.
Let me tell you something. I don't even think that's what he did.
This guy. I'm like,
another woman. See,
and now you want this to affect whatever vote on the guy said. I don't know, man.
Honest,
this is crazy, man. Yeah,
that's the thing. He wasn't even the only one, no. SNL Clan. It was him and BK.
Yeah.
He started it right.
Yeah.
But it was him and BK.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them were admiring the woman.
Yeah.
And when he says that, right, remember, I'm like, who is this person? I need to go investigate. SNL Clan. I went and I investigated. Though.
I have to rewind.
I saw Hamlet.
Sweet Guluva.
This is a woman, SNL Clan. She is beautiful.
Because as she was doing her stuff, even Swiss as well was like,
SNL Clan.
Who is this person?
Yes.
It was crazy.
Swiss lost his mind.
Yeah.
He couldn't concentrate.
So
I was like, okay, let me even look at this woman. She's worth it. She's worth it.
Okay.
She's worth the stare. She's beautiful. I'm like, she's
fine
really
and
beautiful.
good.
Yeah.
Now the problem is for Guluva to down talk like that, admire how beautiful she was. It now made it look like, the next yoga or whatever, the next
he can't wait to see her again. Do you understand?
Right? So they felt some type of way.
Yeah.
Wow.
But ask myself, I think I've heard Guluva say that he's gonna admire anything beautiful. I don't know if and it's nothing there. Do you understand?
There's
if you
there.
see a beautiful woman, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Do you understand what I mean?
Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know if you're dating someone or you're with someone or I never knew if you want to admire another woman. I never knew it's allowed. Oh, now I know. Okay, cool.
No, I'm not saying it depends.
You just gave
it's preference.
Preference now.
But if you don't like your boyfriend
Ashley, she go on take that kind of preference.
No, she won't.
She don't go on take him now.
She won't. But I'm just trying to say that the way she passed her now, dragging him because of what. Do you understand what I mean? To me,
she person never wants to understand.
I can't say.
That's the thing. Just
I can't even say there's wrong or right. From things like this. It's just preference. If you don't want your boyfriend or your girlfriend to admire a man, or you don't want to admire another person, then nobody can say anything about it because obviously you don't like that.
SNM Clan.
But let's say generally, how do you feel about it?
Yes. Let me ask. Would you want your partner? To
Yeah.
admire another woman, or you want your partner to admire, let's say you have a female partner, would you want her to admire another man, talking about how handsome he is, you understand, right?
Or how beautiful the person is.
How beautiful he is too. There's when they say person they handsome, there's when they say, okay, this man as well is now so beautiful. You understand, right? Would you want your partner as well to admire, a woman, of course, gush about how beautiful she is? Would you like that? Do you like that? Because like I said, it's both sides. If, for example, Guluva wouldn't mind if Ashley is gushing about over another man, I don't think he would
He'll be like, maybe in his mind, I know you. Even if you say he's fine, he's fine.
Right?
Normally he's fine.
His intellect might be that way, might be used that way, right? But Ashley, I don't think, it might,
She won't.
So, I mean, preference ain't a crime.
It's not.
You understand, right? It's what you want. It's your standard. I don't want this, right? You cannot fault someone else for his or her own preference, right?
Yeah.
Ashley might not like that. Fine and good. Guluva might like that. It doesn't make, you understand, right? But what Guluva did now, admiring that lady now, that is where the
whole thing, the way he said it, right?
Yeah,
to me, it was like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful, when is the next yoga?
He said that the woman charmed him.
Yes.
That she charmed.
The way he charmed
Sipe is the way this woman charmed Sweet Guluva. You understand? Because the same Sipe, and if you see how Sipe was looking at this guy during the rehearsal, my God, that's another plan. You don't believe this.
She kept on smiling.
She remains for me, she just fall.
Do you get?
That's crazy, man.
But I just want to say, Sweet Guluva admiring the woman, knowing fully well that he's in a relationship, that's one, and they dragged him.
Yeah.
But they don't drag BK. But BK has a woman too outside. So why they not drag BK? Why are they dragging only Sweet Guluva?
Because he started the conversation. Even BK didn't really know what to say about it on the 100.
No, he did. He said something.
Not really phone. It was even
he said something. He said
really,
something.
what did he say? What did he say?
Sweet Guluva said he said it. The same thing he said. He said it.
Who brought up the conversation?
It does not matter.
It doesn't matter.
Sweet
Really?
Guluva admired the woman, right? BK did the same thing. Umlilo did the same thing. Swiss did the same thing.
Okay.
And these people have people outside. Maybe except Umlilo. But Umlilo is trying to rekindle whatever he has with his woman. Do you understand? Swiss is in a relationship. Swiss Guluva is in a relationship. BK is in a relationship. These three people admire the same woman. But why did they just single-handedly bring out
Sweet Guluva?
Brought out Sweet Guluva to drag him? Why?
Well, like I said,
but they committed the same crime.
They committed the same crime.
Yes.
But that crime wouldn't have been committed if Guluva didn't bring up the Do you feel
No.
Do you feel
no? You're hearing Sweet Guluva's own. They had that conversation before Sweet Guluva.
No. That's how at the lounge area.
No, the conversation you heard. Sweets already have had their own in the morning. Do you understand what I mean? So Sweet Guluva is having his own now.
Was Guluva there?
No. That's what I'm saying. But why are they not dragging him when he had his own?
Who? That's Swiss.
Yeah. And when he was like looking at the babe.
And then, they should drag everyone as well, right? But the main bone of contention there is what Guluva did. How was it? You understand, right? Is that acceptable? Do you want that to happen? Because I see no reason why, they wouldn't want, let's say, for Sipe, for example, they are crying about, Sipe doing certain things to the guy. They wanted to draw boundaries, but they will still want the guy to still gush over another person. You understand, right? Let it still be the same energy that you're giving. You understand, right?
I feel like the most annoying thing about Sipe is that name she calls him.
Yeah, she still called him again during the rehearsal. So they go on sweetness, you understand, right?
Please.
So, I mean, SLM Clan, let us know what you feel about that.
Yeah.
All I know is that, all this is happening. I hope you know they say, Ashley, they watch him on here.
Ashley, they watch him now. She's jotting it down.
What the hell? She jot what?
I'm just joking now.
I get what
she will say it.
Please. Ashley's not an issue, please. If this guy come out, if you give this guy problem, stop him. You understand, right? Please. Allow people breathe, for God's sake. Allow people have peace of mind. Peace of mind is golden.
Just like he called Mata darling.
And
said you're so beautiful. But they didn't care. See, I feel like it's certain people. They're very selective. They didn't drag BK, they drag Sweet Guluva.
They're selective.
Yeah.
Probably, if I, you know how to say?
Star power.
That's not star power. Probably the lady that they saw, doing the yoga, whatever, it's more like in the bigger things that matter.
Things like that.
You understand, right? Like I said, matter doesn't always matter in the scheme of things. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Matter doesn't act. They know they see this babe.
But I just feel like Matter and Sweet Guluva, like they have this siblingship.
Siblingship waiting.
Yeah. Even Unsuku.
The siblingship I see is Uyanda and Suku. These ones are just like siblings.
Uyanda and Suku. Uyanda and Suku.
They're just like
it's
siblings.
Crazy. And honestly. I like Uyanda and Sweet Guluva combo.
Yes. Okay, cool.
I like it.
All right. Well, let us know what you feel about that. Besides that, Mshini.
We'll have a chinchi problem. Chinchi. I don't know if you guys know what chinchi is.
I don't know.
Every night it's
cricket?
That's chinchi.
Okay.
Because the kind of noise they make, that's
Mshini. Yes.
That's Mshini.
Okay, crazy.
That's how Mshini behaves like chinchi sometimes.
All right.
Because tell me why you want to make your group you're becoming insufferable in a way. Because people are trying to get their message across. When you talk, they keep quiet and listen to you. When they talk, you interrupt.
You just interrupt. You understand, right?
That's just how she just talks.
The words in the house is more of like, she's the person that make sure our own is okay. Guluva said the same thing as well, right? Mshini is not the person that accepts something being wrong. You understand, right? But for what she says, if it's wrong, it's wrong. You cannot actually argue with that. And I ask myself, these housemates now, you don't have the power, you don't have the strength, you don't have the brain to call certain people to order. Are you afraid of Mshini? Mshini clearly is not afraid of you. So if Mshini does certain stuff, for example, she's able to do certain stuff, why can't you counter? You do the same.
Clearly, she no send una.
She no send una. You understand, right? She ain't afraid of anybody in that house. So if you understand something, right? Yeah. And that is because you have been able to give her a certain rope where she feels she can do whatever she wants to do, and there's nothing you can do about it.
All you can do is do media rounds, and she will do her own media rounds because Mshini is the queen of media rounds. Yeah. She sabi do media rounds. Right?
Yeah. So they had a task to do. Hope you know they are divided in groups, right?
Yeah.
And a certain group is suffering. Swiss, Melino, Mandy, Hagan, and Mshini, right? Mshini is more of the person that, you know, she holds her notepad and like,
with her pen.
You know, I'm like, wait till they sub for here. Huh? Then of course she starts grinding at it.
Exactly. So Melina said, "You're interjecting.
Yeah.
Allow us to talk." She was like,
you know, siren way don't spoil. Siren way gets some kind of problem in terms of sound and transmission.
She was not talking, right? And all of them, they bet their head.
Yeah.
They don't know what they want to talk. Caesar was dumbfounded.
Like, yo, nah.
And trust Mshini. She don't see them.
She kept on
talking.
Understand, right? Nah.
People like Mshini.
Yeah.
When you see that her voice is high, you increase your own.
You have to increase it. You have to increase your own. Right? Because hope you now know that is how things started between herself and Ashley, right?
Yeah.
So Mandy was now like, that I'm scared for this wager. Hope you know if they lose this wager, it might be a problem.
Yeah.
You understand, right? They might be throwing one blame, you know, here and there, right? That's just scared of this wager. She was telling Jojo that I'm scared.
Yeah.
You know, called on Tyrone as well, that I'm scared, right? That Mshini is not a lioness breed, right? That Mshini, she doesn't want to say Mshini is sensitive or whatever, but she has maybe, you know, a tiny heart or whatever. I don't know how she
said she had a small heart.
You understand, right? That she's this person that, you know, you just say something, she doesn't allow you finish or even speak. You allow her speak, but when you want to speak, she doesn't allow you speak. And I'm like, is this Mandy that is complaining like this? Why can't you
finish? Because they are hiding.
You understand?
So that they won't call you
sensitive and emotional. You see,
let me tell you
something. They don't put you for box now.
When Mshini shouts, what is she displaying?
Exactly.
Emotions.
Exactly. Right?
So why are you trying to hide yourself?
Yeah, this is something that is not done unprovoked. You are being provoked. You are being pushed for a reaction. You understand? You didn't just wake up for you to be insensitive or being emotional about certain stuff. You understand?
Yeah.
Someone pushed you, someone allowed you cross the line, then you cross it. If person will make you come out of pocket, say, okay, there's not a guy.
Carry them, put for pockets. Or bring bottle, coke
How many times do we have to tell you guys, right? If you're complaining about something, you feel bad about something, right? Before you complain about that thing, make sure you do the needful.
First.
Unless you enjoy what is happening without you complaining, okay, I say fine and good. But do not complain if you don't know how to do the needful.
Exactly.
Please.
Say you're in Biggie's house. What do you want to solve?
Exactly.
What do you want to solve for Biggie house? You have the right to say anything you want to say. Feel however, not feel however you want to feel because it can be very... But I'm just trying to say, express yourself. If this baby is talking on top of you, you know what? Anytime she make it a point of duty. Anytime she's talk on top of her.
You do the same thing.
Then there'll be chaos in the house. Because if they are talking, allow them to talk. If you are talking, they keep quiet.
Exactly.
You understand what I mean? But if I see that, okay, anytime I talk, you talk on top of me, I'll wait for you whenever I talk.
How long are you going to be a human being when everywhere is chaotic?
Exactly.
How long?
It's annoying.
You understand? Right? It's quite annoying, right? Sometimes you just need to like, you know, put certain things order, right? Because the moment there might be a flip.
Yeah.
And Mshini sees that there's a flip and things have changed. Mind your body go.
Calm down.
Calm down.
I don't know what is making her like.
You get.
She's behaving like in a way that I don't understand.
And it says she's quite toxic in a way. Do you agree Mshini is toxic?
Do you guys agree that she's toxic? Because now linking this whole Mshini thing with Abobo, the fight they had yesterday.
Yeah.
If you guys remember during that argument, Mshini said you are fighting with a woman.
Oh wow.
If you guys remember.
Yeah.
Now, you're fighting with a woman or you're arguing with a woman or something like that. So I saw Muzi advising Abobo to keep quiet because they are going to tag him as someone that, argues with a woman, fights with a woman, blah, 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 blah. That was the reason why they had that conversation they had yesterday. And now he was like telling, was it Sipe? That he was telling that he doesn't like the tag that or the narrative that is moving around the house that he argues with a woman, he fights with a woman, this and that. He doesn't like it, that he wants to leave or something like that. He doesn't like that thing. So Sipe was telling him that, who cares? Do you fight women? He said no. So let these people be, because the people they are here now like feeling bad, and the people they are feeling bad for are drinking wine and shouting and being happy, and you are here thinking about them. Their opinion doesn't matter. Honestly, as long as we're not even fighting any woman. Honestly, just let it go.
Aside an issue, aside a major fight, I keep saying this thing, there's no escape route if someone does something. A woman does something that doesn't make any sense. It's not you being eligible to say that, you that is arguing with me and fighting a woman, you are very stupid though. I will say this over and over. I don't like that statement. Don't they put this kind of gender nonsense? There is no gender with all this kind of rubbish. You look for a problem, and that person is retaliating, and you're telling that, no.
Do you understand?
It doesn't work.
That
doesn't work.
I feel like that statement coming from a woman to another person, I feel like it's very manipulative. It's
always an escape route to manipulate a situation.
It's very manipulative because now,
and Boosie now is just being dense. They're trying to calm about, you're doing really?
If Abobo, if it's
funny lots.
a personal decision for him not to argue. Do you understand?
Understandable.
With a woman. Right?
Fine.
It's your decision.
It's a decision,
But when you know that, let's just say from your end, you are wrong because you're a woman and the guy that you wronged, you're not be saying, why are you arguing with a woman? Do you know in turn self, it makes you look stupid. Do you know why? Because you have seen yourself as a smaller person. So, and you've seen the person you're talking to,
as
the
a weaker
man.
vessel.
As a weaker vessel. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
They'll say, why is this man talking like a woman? It just shows you people at chatterboxes. Understand? Una man the leak. That is just what it means.
I don't like when I hear things like that.
Market women.
Exactly.
Why you acting like a market woman? It shows, women are meant to be in the markets. They don't matter now.
Market women.
Jaga. They're so misplaced.
Do you understand what I mean?
So crazy talks, man.
When you're talking to a woman,
crazy
you're
talks.
indirectly insulting yourself.
You don't know. Insulting yourself.
You just say, you argue with me, Abi. You argue. But when you say, you're talking to a woman, you say, you're so weak and you're so small, but you still offended them. Now, they will not, because obviously it has been the order of the society where that statement is always used all the time. It has become something that is stamped that anybody cannot say that, forgetting that if you sit down and think about it, that statement doesn't make
any sense. There's nothing like that.
It doesn't make any sense.
You wrong someone, That's simple.
Unless the person now is not physical fight, then let's have that conversation. But if you guys are like, if she's trying to argue with you based on trying to defend himself and make you understand something, don't turn it around and say he's arguing with a woman. If you know you cannot take the heat, you say go sit down one side.
Walk out, so is that simple? Understand why? Just walk out, right?
So because that thing is like a stigma in a way, like is negative. The way they make it look negative. Now he's now scared.
He's scared.
That's why are they painting the narrative that he's fighting a woman? Do you get? And I clock that this guy wants to be evicted.
He wants to leave. He wants to leave.
He really wants to be evicted. He's praying that they evict him on Sunday.
Yeah, honestly, he wants to leave. He wants to leave the right way. He doesn't want to leave, I don't say I see him as a weak person, right? Well, it is what it is. Let us know what you feel about that. Anything else?
No.
Let's see whether they win their wager, B.
Yeah.
All right, so while I know they finish, we out of here as usual. Peace.